Good morning to everyone. I'm sure some of you remember that I were playing on the guitar. I've been playing on that musical instrument for more than 4 years, and I was so deeply involved that I even thought to make a career with it. When I was 17, I had more leisure time and I was given concerts and I had my pupils. The most common question that I was asked was, what brand do you recommend? My answer was always short and simple, Yamaha. I think for every educated person it is really important to know at least a little part of that worldwide, well-known, huge company. And today I'm going to talk about its history, logo, and why do I recommend Yamaha. Let's see who and when started and founded that company. It was founded by Torakusu Yamaha in 1889 in Japan. According to Yamaha's official website, its original name was Nippon Gaki, which in translation from Japanese means Japan music instrument. According to another website, encyclopedia, an article written in encyclopedia by Ray Walsh, they started their company by making organs. Does everybody know what is it? It is a well-known musical instrument in Europe. But during time they started making other musical instruments too. And they were famous from 1902 to 1920 for making pianos. They got many awards for making good pianos. By the way, they were using German and American technologies. And according to Yamaha's Motors official website, they started making motorbikes since 1955. I'm really sorry for bad quality, it is really old picture. And the name is YA First. And it is really important to notice that they were making approximately 200 per month, 200 motorbikes. Can you imagine how successful they were? And I like to say that besides making or producing things, they had their own musical school. And they founded it in 1966, and still now they are very famous in musical societies. As we talked about history, I like to tell a little about logos. During years they had many logos, but I like to talk especially about two of them because they had very specific and philosophical meaning. This is a bird. Of course, everybody noticed that it is not a simple bird. It is a unique bird. In Chinese it's called Hu, which means phoenix. This bird is thought to bring luck. And do you see that little tool in her mouth? It is called tuning fork. Does everybody know what is it? It is for tuning musical instruments. And this is their last logo. You can notice that there are three tuning forks. Each one of them has its own meaning. One of them is melody, second rhythm, and third harmony. As we talked about logo, I like to say why do I recommend Yamaha. Every time I touch, of course I tested many guitars, but every time I touch Yamaha guitars, I have emotional feeling that I can't explain. Of course, most of you may think that it is very personal and it has nothing to do with you. But for proving my words, I like to say, according to an article in New York Times written by David Poe, these hybrid pianos are one best in the world. They are cheap, and you can even record your music that you have played. Can you imagine possibilities with these pianos? And besides, according to another article written in Los Angeles Times, Yamaha just ended 2014 with H2 motorbikes, which can have very significant and successful result in 2015. And as we talked about history, logo, and why do I recommend Yamaha, I like to tell a very short, funny story about me during one concert. I gave a group of girls promise to appreciate me for playing in the concert. Of course, I was, as a person who was searching for adventure and money, I was expecting at least money. But at the end, they gave me a box of chocolate. I was deeply disappointed, but for encouraging myself, I told me, If you want to gain very valuable things such as life experience, you have to sacrifice little things. That's the philosophy that I have now. Thank you for your attention.
Okay.